Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into two skills that are no joke, absolutely essential for a good life: emotional and social development. And look, these aren't just some fluffy, soft skills. They're more like the fundamental operating system for your brain, governing your mental health, your choices, and how you connect with people. Getting a handle on them is a total game changer. So let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? When you're just completely swamped by anger or anxiety, or you're in a room full of people and have absolutely no idea what to say. I think we've all been there. It's a deeply human thing to feel, but here's the good news. You don't have to be stuck there. That's right. Navigating these tricky situations isn't some secret talent you're either born with or you're not. Nope. It all comes down to two specific things we can practice and get better at our entire lives: our emotional development and our social development. Okay, so first things first. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with our own inner world. Before we can really connect with anyone else, we have to get a handle on what's actually going on inside our own heads. So what does this actually mean? Well, at its core, emotional development is about getting more specific with what you're feeling. It's the difference between saying, "I feel bad," and "I feel disappointed." And once you can name it, you can ask, okay, what do I do with this feeling? How do I handle this anger or sadness in a way that doesn't hurt me or someone else? It's about turning that raw feeling into useful information. This simple sentence from a kid is actually a perfect example. Think about it. A really young child just cries, right? It's pure distress. But here, the child has made a huge leap. They've identified the feeling, "I'm upset," and they've linked it to a cause: "because you took my toy." That little sentence is a massive breakthrough in emotional growth. And trust me, this skill just gets more and more important as we get older. When you understand your own emotional buttons and why they get pushed, you stop just reacting to everything. You start making choices that are actually in line with your values, which, guess what, leads to way less stress and a much more solid sense of self. So once we start to get a better grip on our inner world, we can turn our attention outward. This is where we take that self-awareness and use it to build strong, healthy connections with the people all around us. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's not just about talking. It's about communicating in a way that other people can actually hear you. It's about empathy, that amazing ability to genuinely try and see the world from their point of view. And of course, it's about being able to work together toward a shared goal. Here's another great everyday example. A teenager working on a group project at school isn't just learning about, history or biology. They're in a live laboratory for social skills. They have to learn to listen to ideas they don't agree with, share their own thoughts without being a jerk, and cheer on their teammates. These are the absolute building blocks for life. And the payoff for getting this right? It's huge. This is what gives you the confidence to build real, lasting friendships. It's what helps you navigate tricky office politics and build a career. It's really the difference between feeling all alone and feeling truly, genuinely connected to others. All right, so we've talked about the inner world of emotion and the outer world of social connection. But how do these two things actually work together? Well, that's where this incredible idea of emotional intelligence comes in. This right here is the big secret. They're not two separate things. They're totally intertwined. You really can't be great with other people if you're a stranger to yourself. Trying to understand someone else's feelings when you don't get your own, it's like trying to read a map in a pitch-black room. And this is where it all comes together. Emotional intelligence is the skill of using emotional information from yourself and from others to guide what you do next. It's about reading the room, starting with yourself, and then using that data to build bridges with people instead of walls. Let's make this super practical. Say you're in a disagreement with a coworker. The knee-jerk reaction is to just argue your point, right? But with emotional intelligence, you press pause. Step 1, look inward. Okay, wow, I'm feeling really defensive right now. Why is that? Step 2, look outward. What's driving them? What's their point of view here? And only then, step 3, you move forward to find a solution that actually works for both of you. It's such a simple but powerful shift. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you get better at this stuff? Well, the great news is that these are muscles, not miracles.
You can strengthen them. And there are some really simple daily things you can do. Let's look at a few.
Think of this as your personal gym for emotional fitness. Try to make it a habit just for a minute a day to check in and ask, what am I feeling and why? When you feel that hot flash of anger, just try taking 3 deep breaths. It literally calms your nervous system down. In conversations, change your goal from waiting for your turn to talk to listening to actually understand. And finally, practice saying what you feel and what you need, but do it with respect. These tiny habits, done over and over, lead to massive changes.
I just love this metaphor because it's so true. It perfectly captures everything we've been talking about. You need both wings to fly. Think about it. If you have strong self-awareness but no social skills, you might be really insightful but also really lonely. And if you have great social skills but no idea what's going on inside you, it can all feel a bit fake and empty. You need both, working together to really soar.
So, that brings us to the final question, and this one's for you. As you think about your own life, which wing needs a little more work right now? Is it time to focus on understanding your inner world, or is it time to practice connecting with the outer one? The most important thing is just deciding where to start. That's all for this explainer. Now go put it into practice.